Hello everyone, welcome back. This is my second part of the series. Um, if you didn't see the first episode, go ahead and go back and watch episode 1. It's the basis for everything I'm going to be talking about on this video. It's sort of like learning math equations. You have to start from the bottom up. But we're here with our star tetrahedron soul vehicle. We've been working on this. We've been working on imagining this 3D shape which is folding in on itself. Making the effort to basically prime the mental imaging realm of our thoughts. And what that does is give us the ability to begin to make reference points within our minds and our subconscious thoughts. If we go back to our grid of reference, you can see here the center of the grid. And if we take the soul vehicle and place this on the grid in the very center, we can begin to prime that mental imaging realm of our thoughts even further. Once we're working up to that point, flexing those mental muscles, we can begin to divide this into 4 quadrants. And those 4 quadrants are made up of the 4 elements: earth, fire, water, and air. And what that does is it allows us to basically have the ability to navigate our thoughts using points of reference, much like how whenever you're driving on the roads or trying to find your way through a new part of town, you use landmarks. Or if you're walking through a building, you find objects or parts of the building, walls, colors that lead you down the path that you're trying to work towards, because you have things to reference. A lot of people don't have those kinds of reference points within their minds without putting effort into it. And so what can be done here is placing this quadrant on the top left as the air element. And the air element is also known to be cooling, refreshing, and shifted. And it's also a non-physical element. Now, what that means is there's things that happen in our daily lives that are non-physical, which means they are not tangible in physical reality, but we still experience them, such as dreams, just images in our minds in general, thoughts, memories, emotions, the whole 9. And so this is one aspect of it. And then below that, we have the water. And what you can do with the water is imagine a transparent, flowing truth that will continue to grow and continue to stream throughout your life. This stream of knowledge, this stream of learning. It's also known to bring revelation, to be in this quadrant of thought. This is also a non-physical portion. This whole left side of the quadrants is non-physical. Air and water. So, basically, you want to assign your thoughts to these reference points as we're going along. Do you feel more, flowing and expanded and a little bit cool about your situation? Or do you feel more condensed and liquid and flowing in your situation? Or, in another case, do you feel expanded and on fire, almost moving rapidly changing, rapidly making decisions. This is the fire quadrant. This is definitely one of the more active quadrants for myself, at least, because everything new that's being processed and analyzed, everything I'm experiencing, everything that's bringing me experience, from the forefront, from, what I'm immersed in and how it's changing. That's what the fire quadrant represents. Lastly, we have the earth quadrant, which is the bottom right. And this space is 3D, don't forget. So this earth quadrant is actually a cube area, an infinitely cubed area. And what you can do with this earth quadrant is remember your youthful days. Remember strong structure. Remember being grounded, being sourced in your roots. Everything that happened in your past, everything that happened in your hometown, things of that sort. It's a very stable, solid state to be in, because it's things that have already been set in stone, so to speak, which is a big contrast from the fire, which is ever changing. This whole right side is considered the physical side. Fire and earth are very physical symbols. They are representing action-based thought. The earth symbol represents being solidified in your roots, being solidified in what you're experiencing, full immersion. While fire, on the other hand, is those rapid actions, those spur-of-the-moment decisions. And as you practice that, as you continue to try to make an effort to assign these emotions, assign these thoughts, you will be able to start to traverse them and give them place in your mind permanently. And one thing that can really help with this is keeping a journal. It's important to write down your ideas before they flee you. Remembering the 4 elements is definitely important. The earth, the fire, the water, and the air. And then at the very center, of course, we've already talked about this, the soul vehicle, the soul, the representation of our ability to travel within ourselves with all of our thoughts, all of our imageries, all of our imagination. This gives us the ability to go in whatever direction we need to go as we're traversing the physical realm. So that's definitely something that you'd take a few weeks to work on, just imaging these quadrants within the grid and imaging the soul vehicle moving throughout these cubed quadrants. Air, water, fire, and earth, and the soul. So that's all I have for you guys today.